But there is an interesting development, and I thought I would never see Nintendo go back to something like this, but I'm actually kind of excited. There's an animated Super Mario film in development from the makers of Despicable Me. Raise your hand if you remember the old Super Mario Brothers cartoon series from the 80s. The variety show featured a live-action Mario and Luigi playing wrestling legend Captain Lou Albano and Danny Wells. The show also featured an animated segment which featured a lot in this. The wacky exploits of Mario and Luigi in the Mushroom Kingdom. Well, it looks like Nintendo's next animated Mario project will be the whole less campy, as it was revealed moments ago, this was a few days ago, that the animated feature film is in development at Universal Pictures Illumination Entertainment, the same studio that produced Despicable Me movies. However, the Illumination is currently focused on Minion 2, so the animated Mario film could be a ways off. Now, if you don't remember this, Nintendo is building Nintendo Land.
Yeah.
Who are they building Nintendo Land with?
Mario.
Universal.
Oh.
That's who they're doing it with.
Nintendo big thing.
So it makes sense that they are partnering with Universal instead of Pixar and all of this. Plus, I'm sure Nintendo doesn't want to get in bed with Disney. Don't want to give Disney too much more power. Okay. I'm excited about this. I think Despicable Me was really great. I know some people hate Minions and all of that. It's whatever to me, but they're funny. Despicable Me is hilarious. Really good. Despicable Me 2 is good as well. Like, I think you've done a really good job there. Is Universal also Kung Fu Panda? No, they're DreamWorks. That's DreamWorks. Yeah. Sorry about that. I'm excited about it. Like, we go back to the dark ages of that awful movie. We don't want this live action. No. I'm glad that they're going animated.
And, I said it before. Like, this is a character that only works animated, whether it's a game or an animated TV show. There's no way that Mario would work as a live action movie, and nor do we want it to be a live action movie, because that 80s one, like, Zach still has nightmares over the lady. Cannot remember her name right now. But like, it was horrible. I never want to watch it again.
I don't either. Charles Martinetti, whatever, is the voice of Mario. Has been the voice of Mario since Mario has had a voice. He has to play Mario in this.
Oh, yeah.
But my biggest concern is Mario only has a few catchphrases like the Yahoo and it's me,
Mario.
Oh no, that's about it. How are they going to, like, is Mario going to say more than that? Because in the games, like, I beat Super Mario Odyssey, probably my game of the year. I've already said that in this podcast so far. But it's going to be weird having Mario speaking more. Like, Peach will say more than Mario, but it's not a lot. Bowser's got to talk in the game. Yeah, the movie and all of that.
Luigi. Like, can Charles Martinet, can he sustain?
I think he can.
He's
amazing. Have you ever watched that video?
Yes, I have. Like,
so good.
He's
so good.
He's a very talented voice actor.
I think he can. It's just, I hope that they do it well, and like they do it with the sense of the character the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've seen this in the new Pokemon movie. Pikachu talks.
No, yeah, like
in English.
Like, I was watching that video and like Pikachu said something, you hear, "What the?"
Yeah, it's like, just like, what's going on here?
Some things should not be explored, and Pikachu talking, especially speaking in English, no.
Yeah,
it should be Pikachu.
I know, he's like Groot. That's all you need. Like,
you know what he's saying.
I know.
Even when he's not speaking English.
And I don't think Mario is going to get into that because he's a human, he can say more, but it never does. So I'm curious to see what they do with that. Let us know what you think about it in the comments below. And that is it for gaming news, but we're already sort of in the movie news and the TV news. And this popped up, this little thing popped up before the show.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm excited. I'm excited. So we're going to grab our headphones. If you're listening on the audio side of things, then go look up the First Doctor enters the 12th Doctor's TARDIS. This is the Christmas special preview for this year, and I'm excited. I haven't watched the whole thing, so we're doing it live here. We're doing it live. What do you think about that? Like, do you like that they're going that direction?
I do. I always like when they bring other Doctors back into the universe because they play off of each other so well.
Yeah.
I would love to see Matt Smith pop up in it as well. I need
love to see some David Tennant.
Oh yeah. Even Chris Eccleston.
I don't think Chris will ever come back.
He will never be back on Doctor
Which is unfortunate. I like Chris.
I do too. I thought he was really good as the Doctor. But I do need to catch up with Capaldi's
I haven't watched it forever. Especially since they took it off Netflix. Netflix, what you doing, man?
I know, that killed me. I could still watch it on Admit Me, but I have so many other things I'm trying to watch.
Trying to do and everything. No. I think it's great. I think it's like we're fixing to get a new Doctor, the female Doctor, which I'm curious to see how they go about it. I think it's a good thing that they're doing. I know a lot of people are like, oh, blah, blah, blah. I'm like we talked about this before you even came on the show, like when Willis was still on the show, and like I know my opinions have changed since then, but it's been going on for years. Like we're fixing to hit 5 years in May. Yeah. So like it's been talked about for a very long time.
He's even said it, the Doctor said, when I change, I could be anything. I could be young, I could be old, I could be a boy, I could be a girl.
Yeah, and you even look at the Master. Like, he came back as Missy or whatever it was, the Mistress. Yeah. So, like, it's possible that I think they set that up with the Mistress being able to do that. To help allow the Doctor to become a female, which I think should bring in a new dynamic, because, like, once Matt Smith left the show, like the following that it had, like the fervor, not the furor that was following it, died down a lot. And not to like say anything bad about Capaldi. I think Capaldi does a really good Doctor. It's just not the same. And I think the writing has been a lot less. Like from the beginning of Matt Smith to the end of Matt Smith, everything connected to it. Like it was well thought out. The crack in time.
Very well written. Like that's probably the best writing in Doctor Who. Was Matt Smith's run.
Yeah, and like I think they need to recapture that. They need to hit the ground running and have a plan from beginning to the end of the next Doctor. Yeah. So, but I'm excited for the Christmas special. It will get me into it. Another Christmas special coming up on December 7th, the Psych.
I shared that yesterday.
The Psych movie is going to be so good. It's going to be so good.
I can't wait.
Suck it!
Low and then high.
Like, it is going to be so good. What's another interesting thing that's coming to TV? That's been away
confirmed.
It has been confirmed. We talked about it last week. Lord of the Rings TV series officially a go at Amazon. Will adapt previously unexplored Tolkien stories, which we talked about. We were hoping that it wasn't going to just rehash the old stuff. Let's get into the meat and bones of it here. We recently brought you news of a potential Lord of the Rings TV show. It has now been confirmed that the series has landed a multi-season commitment at Amazon. The show will be produced by Amazon Studios in cooperation with the Tolkien Estate and Trust. HarperCollins and New Line Cinema is expected to dwarf any series to date. Now, you see that they did not go with WB here because the Tolkien Estate and WB, Warner Brothers, don't get along.
Yeah.
Don't get along. Here's the press release in full. The Lord of the Rings is a cultural phenomenon that has captured the imagination of generations of fans through literature and the big screen, said Sharon Tal Ugando.
Ugado. No N.
Oh, Ugado. I was close. I was pretty good. Head of the scripted series, Amazon Studios. We're honored to be working with the Tolkien Estate and Trust HarperCollins and New Line on this exciting collaboration for television, and are thrilled to be taking the Lord of the Rings fans on a new epic journey in Middle-earth. We're delighted that Amazon, with its long-standing commitment to literature, is the home of the first ever multi-season television series for The Lord of the Rings, Adam Mount Galsor. a representative of the Tolkien estate, and trusts HarperCollins. Sharon and the team at Amazon Studios have exceptional ideas that brings to screen previous unexplored stories based on J.R.R. Tolkien's original writings.
And one thing that really stands out for me is that they're going with not known stuff.
Yeah.
I want to see more of the stuff that we didn't get to see. I want to see more of, maybe see Tom Bombadil pop up somewhere.
Yeah.
I want to see, the stuff leading up to the ring being made.
Yeah.
Like Ellie said, whether it might be the creation of the land and everything like that, the elves meeting the humans and the dwarves. And
there's a huge timeline that's never been explored. I don't know the name of the book. I'm not,
Yeah.
That's Allie's expertise. But I think, they've got a ton of stuff that they could do, and it could be where, each season is exploring something totally different, or it could set up some main characters that we don't know anything about, and we could be exploring it through that. But I think anything that they could do, they could even do like short stories with these, take 6 episodes in a season to do a thing, and then 6 more episodes to do something, and it leads into one another. I think that would be a really cool thing. But it's them going with Amazon is a very different choice, but I think Amazon has really upped its game to even compete with Netflix on the original side of things. So I'm excited to see it, but I'm also hoping that they don't touch anything that's been done with The Hobbit or has been done with the Lord of the Rings movies. But I think this has great potential to do something that is above and beyond what we've seen by television shows, because Netflix has set the bar pretty high, but I think this could be something that's really, really awesome as well. And something else that I think is going to be pretty awesome, Fantastic Beasts 2 gets an official title and reveals young Dumbledore. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them 2 is now officially titled Fantastic Beasts: The Crimes of Grindelwald. After the successful launch of the Harry Potter spin-off in 2016, Warner Brothers is standing to build another franchise off the back of the popular work created by best-selling author J.K. Rowling. Introducing a slew of new characters, the ongoing narrative takes place years before the event of the main Potter series and follows a new protagonist named Newt Scamander. A magi zoologist.
Yeah.
And an employee at the Ministry of Magic, with the first film laying grounds of what is going on to the multi-movie storyline, featuring some of the mythos familiar characters like Albus Dumbledore and Gellert Grindelwald. Johnny Depp. The building series, blah, 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 blah. So there's the picture right there. We got old Dumbledore over here. Jake Gyllenhaal. That's not Jake Gyllenhaal. That's, what is that guy's name? Oh, God. Where does it say his name? Oh, my God. I can't remember his name, everybody.
Jude Law.
Jude Law. There we go. There's old Jude Law, not Jake Gyllenhaal.
I was like,
we got Jake Gyllenhaal over there. We got Ezra Miller right here. We got some girl that I don't know. Some guy I don't know. There's Scandamander, the girl from the movie. We got Kowalski, I guess that's his name.
Good job. You're killing this.
Am I really?
You're killing it, man.
I'm good.
You're
Okay.
good.
We got a girl with the face like she can read people's emotions or their mind. And then we got Johnny Depp reprising his role as Captain Jack Sparrow with a new haircut and hair dye.
Precisely.
I think he's like the Joker. Like, look at that. Look at it. Look at his face. He's the Joker.
Okay.
There you go. There's the Muggle view of Fantastic Beasts: Crimes of Grindelwald. What do you think of the picture? Do you like it?
I do. It's showing a lot of different dynamics. A
lot of characters. We got
a lot of new characters. I would love to see how a young Dumbledore kind of carries himself, and how he gets from this part all the way to being headmaster.
Avada Kedavra.
But Newt Scamander. I cannot remember the actor's name to save my life, but he's been in a lot of different movies. He's been in If I could see it.
I'm trying to find it for you.
But he's been in, Les Mis. I mean, he's done just a bunch of different things. He was even, Holly was telling me about this movie he was in where he played a transvestite. His acting chops are very refined, and he did a really good job in the first one.
Eddie Redmayne.
Redmayne, yeah.
Yep.
So I think I'm excited for this. I think this is going to be a great movie. I love the first one.
Yeah, I think it's going to be awesome. I really enjoyed the first one. I finally got around to watching it. I didn't watch it in theaters, but it's definitely a different take on the world and everything. So I'm excited for it.